Vroom vroom, NASCAR is back. It's time to go racing. But first, let's get some future bets in. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. This is one of the special features that we do from time to time, as opposed to the daily morning show that we put out every Monday through Friday. This one's all going to be about NASCAR, really with a focus on future bets. Yes, NASCAR season starts. We've got an exhibition race going on this weekend out at the Coliseum out in LA. That should be fantastic at the Busch Clash. And then they take a couple weeks off, and then the next season always kicks off at Daytona, the Daytona 500. So look forward to the NASCAR season come back. And with that being said, I've got some future bets. We do future bets for all the sports. We got to put them in for NASCAR. Remember, we're coming off the NFL future season where we put in 5 future bets, won 3 of the 5, put in almost $300 in your pocket. And that was on the heels of the baseball season where we only put in 1 future bet, but we got that future bet to cash. Giancarlo Stanton under 38.5 home runs as he came through for us there with a good cash. So now let's keep the future bets going. Let's go on into NASCAR. Let me remind you how my future bets work. They are not part of my normal sports betting bankroll. Obviously, I've got money allocated that I bet on a daily basis. This is something special. This is a long-term investment, so I upload additional capital up to the sports books, make these bets. So if I win, just like I didn't count the Giancarlo Stanton in the NFL and my unit count bankroll, even when I win, I'm not going to count this. And when I lose, I won't count this. Again, this is just extra money that I like to invest into the sports books here for these future bets. I only consider plus odds. So you're going to sit here and I'm going to give you a bet and you're going to say, well, wait a second, there's a better bet out there. That better bet probably has juice. I only focus on things that are plus money. If I'm going to tie my capital up, look, this NASCAR season goes all the way to November. If I'm going to tie capital up from February, November, I want it to be plus money. I want to get more than my money back on the return. So just remember that. If you hear that and you think maybe there is a better bet out there probably is, but I only focus on plus money bets when it comes to future bets. And last thing I want to remind you guys before we get into my 3 favorite NASCAR future bets for this 2022 upcoming season is I will be returning each and every single this week. Going to come back with William. We're going to be doing our NASCAR show. We're calling it the High Line this season. We're going to come back on every Wednesday. And like we did last season, we'll preview the upcoming race, talk about everything going on, talk about who we think will be, contenders into that race. And then, of course, there's various money you can win across different sports betting apps. You've got the NBC Sports Predictor app, you've got the Jackpot Races app, and you've got the Fox Bet Super 6 app. We'll, of course, be giving you our picks for all those apps for a chance to put some jackpot money in your pocket. Well, let me remind you guys, we had a winner last season come in first place and won $250 using a combination of my picks and Williams' picks. So, yeah, we're coming back this season. We'll see you guys every Wednesday night for a NASCAR preview of the upcoming race, and we look forward to hanging out with you guys on a weekly basis, talking some NASCAR this season. With that being said, let's get into my 3 favorite NASCAR future bets for the upcoming 2020 season. Let's go ahead and kick it off. What's my first one? I'm taking Bubba Wallace over 0.5 wins at plus 340 over at DraftKings. So over 0.5. Obviously, he just needs to get 1 win to go ahead and cash this. And again, the odds are at plus 340. He's got his first win last season. So he kind of got that in 2021 at Talladega. To go along with that win at Talladega, he also had 3 top 5. So a guy that was running pretty good at times. Obviously not on the road courses. We know he's not a road course driver. Not too surprising he got his first victory at a super speedway. That's probably his most favorite. But he also ran pretty decently at times. Like I said, he got 3 top 5s. He did really strong in that Bristol dirt race. They're going to go ahead and run that back this season. In both of those stages, he was in 10. We had a top 10. I think it was 7th and 7th. I think it was 2 7th places. But either way, they were both in top 10 in that Bristol dirt race. So just a guy that's gotten better. He's got his first victory. And when I mean he's gotten better, let me give you some facts rather than just give you my opinion that he's gotten better. In 2018, he had an average finish of 24.5. In 2019, it improved to 23.94. In 2020, it improved to 21.08. And in 2021, last season, his average finish was 19.67. So a guy that when he's been in the Cup Series each and every season, he's gotten better. He's just getting more experience. And I expect him to get even better this season because obviously he's got Kurt Busch joining 23XI Racing. Kurt Busch comes over. He's going to bring a lot of pedigree, a lot of winning attitude. The guy wins every single season. He wins a race every season. So, yeah, I like it right there. So, a driver already that has gotten better. Now he's got a win up under his belt, albeit it was a rain-shortened race there in Talladega on that Monday afternoon. But he was in position, obviously, when they went ahead and called it early, and every driver in that race knew that race was going to be called early. So they're all having the same strategy of, okay, this is going to end early. We know that. We can see the weather coming. So, yeah, credit Bubba Wallace out racing those guys there on Talladega on that Monday afternoon, getting that victory. Like I said, 3 top 5s, gotten better, getting Kurt Busch on the team. He's only going to help. The team has a lot of money, obviously backed by Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan. So, yeah, tons of resources on this team. It's getting better. It's getting Kurt Busch. Go ahead and give me Bubba Wallace over 0.5 wins at plus 340 as my first future bet of the 2022 NASCAR season. All right, my second favorite future bet of the 2022 season is Joey Logano under 1.5 wins. And you can get that at plus 125. He only got 1 win last season, and that was at the Bristol Dirt Race. Again, they are obviously running back the Bristol Dirt Race, but it just shows that normally a guy that, can get multiple finishes throughout the season, I mean, you take away the dirt race, he didn't get anything last season. So, yeah, I hate to say this can go either way, but if you look up this guy's, kind of career numbers, he wins about 1 or 0 races a year, or he'll win about 3 or 4. So that's what I mean when it says it can go either way. Obviously, it's a no-brainer statement to say, but what I'm saying is it's either going to be a cash, or he's just going to blow us out of the water. He's going to get 3-4 wins, and we won't be anywhere close to a cash. That's kind of how Joey Logano's career has kind of played out. But if you look at what's going on right now at Team Penske, you've obviously got the 3-team guy. You got Logano, obviously. You got Blaney, and you got Cindric coming in now into that number 2 car. I like Blaney. I think he's a top guy on the circuit. I think this is a guy that is going to be in the playoffs, going to be deep in the playoffs, maybe even make the championship 4, can really compete for the championship. I really like Brian Blaney, and I really like Austin Cindric coming over. I think this is going to be another guy that he's going to be in the playoffs because he's so good on the road courses. Don't be surprised if he wins a road course this season. I think they've dialed it back from 7 last season to 6 this season, but still plenty of opportunities for Cindric to go ahead and get a victory and sneak in the playoffs. This guy's a young, talented driver. I think Team Penske overall, though, we've kind of got like the old veteran there in Logano, and Blaney's not too young, but a youngish kind of guy. He's been around, but you guys know what I mean. You just hear the names Logano, like he feels like an old veteran. Blaney just doesn't quite feel it, even though guy's really, really good, obviously, and been around for a while. So, and then you got Cindric right there. So, just a guy in Joey Logano that I'm just not expecting a lot from. Doesn't mean he won't get a win. I mean, we can cash it. He gets 1 win. We cash this. I think maybe he does get 1 win. But I think that's going to be his ceiling right there. Just a guy that is going to be up against it a little bit. Obviously, they're changing to the new car, so every driver has to make adjustments to that, obviously, on the fly throughout the season. So I'm just going to go ahead and take Joey Logano under 1.5 wins, and you can get that at plus 125. All right, my third and final favorite 2022 NASCAR future bet of the season. This one's kind of correlated to the first one. Doesn't mean if you get the first one to cash, you're going to get this one to cash. You could get both to cash. I mean, it could be a mixed bag. I'm going to go 23-11, the team, to have over 1.5 wins at plus 165. I obviously talked about how I think Bubba Wallace is going to have victory, so that would be one of the 2 victories we would need to go ahead and cash this. And then you got Kurt Busch as well. Just mentioned it earlier when we were talking about Bubba Wallace. Kurt Busch is coming into this side. Kurt Busch has had 1 race. He's got 1 victory every season since 2014. Doesn't mean it's going to guarantee he's going to win one, but now he's leaving Chip Ganassi, coming over to 23-11. More resources, more money backed by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin than what you had there at Chip Ganassi Racing. Obviously, they've got the Joe Gibbs kind of connection there with Denny Hamlin as well. So he's coming down to a better team, gets a victory, generally speaking, every season. His worst average finish was in 2014, which is 18.94. So a guy that generally always has a good average finish, always going to be running up there. He's good at those intermediate and short tracks. We know that. Don't be surprised if that's where, a victory comes in at a Phoenix, a Richmond, something like that. But he's also good at those 1.5-mile cookie cutter tracks. So like that, he's got plus also just every season since 2002. He's got 5+ top 5s every single season since 2002. Just think about that. Since 2002, every season, 5+ top 5. He's up there, folks. He's going to be in contention to win multiple races this season, hoping he can come through and get one. Bubba gets his one, and now we're talking about 23-11 going ahead and cashing this because that'd be over 1.5 wins. And again, we're getting that at plus 165. So, all right, yeah, those 2 may be correlated, but I just like a lot about what 23-11 has going on. Like Bubba Wallace's growth, like the addition there of Kurt Busch. They're expecting a lot of good things there from 23-11. I think both of their drivers will obviously then get in the playoffs if they both secure victories. So look for 23-11 to have a nice season. I think Bubba Wallace and Kurt Busch will, both be getting victories and cashing this bet for us. All right, so that's what we'll do right there. So go ahead and recap my 3 favorite 2022 NASCAR future bets are Bubba Wallace to have at least one victory at plus 340, Joey Logano under 1.5 wins at plus 125, and 23-11 Racing is going to have over 1.5 wins, and you can get that at plus 160. Let me remind you guys, each and every Wednesday during the season, William and I will put together our weekly NASCAR show. We'll preview the race and give you guys a picks to win a lot of money. We hope to have multiple jackpot winners this season, not just the one that we were able to hook up last season with. All right, guys, let me know in your comment in the comment section. What's your, if you're a bettor, well, let me know what your favorite bet is for this upcoming NASCAR season. Curious to hear what you guys think. Who do you guys think is going to win the championship? Is number 5 going to go ahead and repeat it? A lot of love out there for number 5 right now. Hard to go back to back, but whew, that's a tough guy right there. Drop in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Season's right around the corner. We'll see you on our preview shows. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.